In this video, we're looking at the difference between mit meinen Brüdern and mit meinen Schwestern. Normally, we would expect more of a difference between brother and sister in this type of sentence. We would expect in the singular mit meinem Bruder and in the feminine form mit meiner Schwester. And I've got a video on that to explain that. But why here in these two sentences do we have the same ending, even though one's masculine and one's feminine, the same ending for the adjective there, and also this N at the end of Brüder? We know that the plural form of Brüder is just Brüder with that extra umlaut. So why do we have the N here? That's the second part of the mystery. So let's have a look at the first two sentences first. Freitagabends spiele ich mit meinen Brüdern Videospiele. On Friday evenings, I play video games with my brothers. And Freitagabends spiele ich mit meinen Schwestern Videospiele. On Friday evenings, I play video games with my sisters. Now, the reason for these strange endings is actually quite simple, and that is we have the word mit here, and after mit, we always have the dative case. And that means you just have to know your endings. You just have to look up the right table and know what the dative ending is. In fact, you can ignore the gender here. We're dealing with the dative plural endings for adjectives. And so once you figure that out, the dative plural ending is in fact en, then the only other thing you need to be aware of is that in the dative plural, the noun can also change. And it does change. The noun will always have an en ending. Now, for the word Schwester, it doesn't really matter, right? There's no change because the plural form of Schwester is Schwestern with that extra N. But with the word Bruder, it becomes Brüder with the umlaut in the plural, and you have to add this extra N in the dative plural form. This is an oddity in German. It's only the dative plural form where the noun changes as well as the adjective, but you just have to learn it. The only time where it won't be an N is where you've got a word with a plural that is S. So for example, hotel, right? Which is a word stolen from another language, which means firstly, it's most likely to be neuter, which it is, but also that its plural is going to be S. And so you're going to use the S for the dative plural form instead of the N. Now, finally, let's have a look at this last sentence. Freitagabends spiele ich mit meinen Geschwistern Videospiele. On Friday evenings, I play video games with my siblings. Now, again, here we've got a mit, and that means that our next word, that is our noun plus anything that goes with the noun, is going to be dative. Now, we know it's dative plural because siblings is plural. Therefore, we're going to have an en ending on the adjective. And on the noun too, we're going to put an N because our dative plural nouns will also have that N in their ending.